Excuse me. Yo, here we go. You guys hear me all right? What you doing, buddy? Good boy, it's just starting to rain. That freaks him out a little bit, especially the lightning and thunder. He gets right under the bed, under where my head. That's funny. It's supposed to rain, I think, for the next few days, like a week. Excuse me. How's everybody doing? Here we go. I will unite with anyone to do good, but with no one to do harm. Trump cut a secret deal to shield the Epstein clients, says an Epstein survivor. Give a shout out to John and a shout out to Fiona for the donations. Appreciate you guys. Much love to you. Blessings to you. Most hated country. It's not a country. It's an invasion. A terrorist group in 1948 invaded Palestine and called it Israel and illegally and criminally called it Israel. I don't think about you. $29 billion later. Oh, it's way more. These fucking pedophiles have already asked for $1.5 trillion to blow instead of give it to you for food stamps, instead of feeding your children. They would rather do anything than to give it back to the people who they stole it from, okay? It knows all. And who owns Google? The intelligence agencies. That's right. War in space. Iran signals big action against satellites. Oops. Sorry, Iran. I hate to break it to you. Save yourself some time and trouble. Yeah, they don't exist. There is no space. You're good to go. You don't have to ever worry about this shit. It's ridiculous. That's one thing you will never have to worry about, is being invaded by space. Who is this fucking guy? Oh, I was right. They finally admit reptilians are here. No, dude. No, they did not. No, David Icke, they did not, dude. They showed you some fucking lights of some shitty footage. Not saying there aren't reptilians. If there are, they're down below in the melted buildings because there is no space above, you fucking retards. It's a dome. Okay, you will never go to the moon and land on the moon. Okay, in Hebrew slang, hanta means nonsense, a lie, a scam, or full of shit. It's commonly used to dismiss a story, excuse, or situation as fake, fraudulent, or total rubbish. Let's see here. 2023 Corona ended. 2026 hantavirus begins. And again, it doesn't. It's a non-hard. Let me show. I'll get to it. Scientists warn Canadians to prepare for a U.S. tick invasion this summer because they're gonna fucking put boxes of ticks everywhere because they're mentally ill. Because they love you. 2024 skies, 1993. Actually, they were still spraying them in 1993 too. Not as much though, but not as much. In a bid to bring down record high beef prices, the Trump administration plans to temporarily reduce tariffs to allow for more beef imports. So you're admitting that tariffs are a tax on the customer here. That's what you just admitted. You just admitted that tariffs are a tax on the customer. You pedophile Trump motherfuckers. You cocksucking terrorist, pedophile, dick riding motherfuckers. You pedophile dick riders. Nearly 50,000 Lake Tahoe residents have to find a new power source after their energy source looks to redirect lines to data centers. Fuck the real people that are alive. They don't have any value to me. Let's value things higher than people that are alive to dead things, to things that aren't alive. Tools that can be used against these living things we want to do away with. Nuts. It's nuts. Let them eat cake. I don't think about the Americans' financial situation. I don't think about anybody. I'm fucking the exact definition of a fucking psychopath. I don't think about anybody else. That is the exact definition of a psychopath. They can't even begin to have any empathy or try to have any idea of what anybody else could be feeling. What could they be feeling right now? That they can't. That doesn't compute in his reptilian brain. I'm kidding. They want us fighting each other. Yeah. Who is it? Who is that? Watch him. Median cost for median cost for home in 2026, $415,000. 5 years ago, $270,000. That's an increase of 54% in 5 years. Home sales in 2025, lowest totals in 30 years. MAGA in 2016, MAGA in 2026. I should run for Israeli Prime Minister. No shit. He's got a 99% approval rating in Israel and a 20% approval rating in the U.S. Yeah, get out of here, traitor. We know who you work for, you pedophile fuck. You just admitted who you worked for. You're such a pedophile motherfucker. God, I hate pedophiles. Totally corrupt. Totally corrupt. Bribery, when you bribe and have money and influence politics in any way with money, that's cheating. That's bribery, folks. Okay? That's not reality. I don't know how the people it's been how long? And they've had lobbying for how long, dude? And the people still don't get that that's completely criminal cheating. It's bribery is wrong. Bribery is wrong. Cheating is wrong. It's crazy. It's crazy. Make Israel Palestine again. Make Israel Palestine again. Let that sink in. What's up, pilots? Mail. How you doing? What are you, arm wrestling? I can't see. It's too small. My eyes is fucking blind as shit. I can't see the profile picture. It's hard to tell. But yo, here we go. How's everybody doing on May 24th? Oh, yeah. It's supposed to rain all day and night. And for the next 6 days, it said it's supposed to rain. How am I supposed to fix my fucking fuel pump in the fucking rain? But at least I got the old one out. Oh, much respect to you too, sir. But at least I got the old fuel filter out. Yeah, I had a couple of the bolts there were rusted and snapped. The bolts didn't, but what they were turning in snapped. So I had to cut those just to lower the fucking gas tank. And then to try to get, and then one of the fuel lines was so rusted that it took me a while with this rust. I had to get this rust penetrant shit. And it took me a while to get this goddamn fuel line disconnected. Rusted shut. It was rusted. But I got it all disconnected and out of there. And then the fucking thing, you can't even see the top of it. It's like nothing but dirt to take the fuel pump, to turn it to the left so you can pull it out. Man, it was a fucking cunt hole. It was a fucking dirty, dirty, dirty a-hole. Okay. Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturn day. But no, it's Sunday. Sunday. It's not Saturn day or Moon day. It's Sunday. Shut the fuck up! God, I hate that. Fuck, I hate those fucking goddamn fucking noises. Man, and now they're coming at you with fake food because, hey, they decide your future. They decide what you have to eat. They're going to decide everything for you. They're just going to take authority over you. Who? Fucking these freaks trying to make food, man. Bill Gates, all of them. They want to decide your future. They want to tell you what to eat. They want to tell you what your world is going to be a dystopian nightmare. All these billionaires, they have a world. An idea of the world they want to create for you. Jeff Bezos and all these nut job mental ill retards. And the families, of course, who sent them out, who rolls over them and us, indirect, I gotta hold on. Let me queue up. That's another one, folks. We're living on melted buildings, so when you see a sinkhole, yeah, what do you think is going to happen, man? You're on melted buildings. There's going to be pockets of air everywhere if it's the right situation. Underneath, man. I mean, I feel bad for the fool. I pity the fool who doesn't understand where he's walking, he or she. They don't understand where they're walking, and it could fall through, because it's all melted buildings, man. Man, these cocksucking bugs. Jesus. Oh, shit. Damn. People can't even afford fast food anymore, which is good for them, because fast food is some slop. Talk about some chemical slop. Okay, good. Here we go. Stream retard. So, Tom, how you doing, buddy? You hanging in there? Tom and Jerry. Let me share screen. Share screen. Share. Oh, I wish he would shut up. I wasn't trying to show that video yet, and it just started playing out of fucking thin air. No, we're not. We're playing them in order. You fucking. I got lucky. My friend got me some work. So I'll get some propane and a cell phone and some other basics. You do that. Don't you dare send me a dono when you don't have any propane. Don't you dare. Get you some. Not that you were gonna, I'm just saying. He's such a good boy. He's such a good doggy. He's such a good doggy. I love this dog. You know, when he gets old and dies, it's going to be the worst fucking day of my life. I'm setting myself up here, man, for a fucking buzzkill when he dies, man. This is the best dog I ever had. I can't believe this dog.
Hey, this is Brian. Welcome back to the channel. If you like these videos, make sure you subscribe, like, and share these videos. I really appreciate you being here. Lab-grown food. They want us to eat lab-grown food. Remember what the WEF said a couple years ago?
It's not bad enough that they're raping us with the AI centers and raping us with government policies and rules and regulations and laws out of the wazoo. It's not enough that they're raping us with AI centers. It's not enough. They got to rape us with fake fucking food.
Years ago, you will own nothing and you'll be happy.
You need to eat.
Said a couple eat lab-grown food. Remember what the WEF said a couple years ago? You will own nothing and you'll
Klaus Schwab of the WEF said this.
Be happy.
You need to eat the bugs. Be happy with eating the bugs, owning nothing.
BlackRock will own everything. Vanguard will own everything. State Street, all of the corporate masters will own everything. And all of the media will be controlled by just a couple of corporations who feed you a steady diet of propaganda. And now the elitists like Bill Gates want to give you fake butter. And we've had fake butter for a long time, but I want you to check this out.
It tastes like the butter.
It's getting even worse, but the food, folks, for decades has been fake. Don't get it twisted. It has been hard trying to find food for decades, okay? Because it's been bad for fake for a while, but now it's a next level.
We're all familiar with, both out the farmland, fertilizers, or emissions tied to that typical process. And this butter breakthrough, it's happening right here in Batavia.
Yeah, here.
In the middle of an industrial
Eat the whole fucking thing. God damn, while you're at it, dumb fuck.
park.
Great, just eat the whole fucking thing, dumb fuck. Eat the whole fucking bar.
In a suburb west of Chicago, something unprecedented is happening.
Oh, yeah.
So you're using this gas right now to cook your food. And we're proposing that we would like to first make your food.
But why can't you just make the real food? What's wrong with the real food, man?
With that gas.
The company is called Savor.
We will make your food.
They're deciding, like the billionaires and the governments and the corporations, what our world is going to be without our consent. It's called rape. It's called rape. We're getting raped.
We will give you
raped of our freedom and money.
15 minutes
and pursuit of happiness.
Cities to live in. We will tell you with our smart meters how much electricity you can use, and we will limit your carbon footprint. They want to be in total control.
Which you don't have. It's all nonsense, okay? It's so mentally ill, the idea of a carbon footprint.
And I'm telling you,
madness.
That's why they're building these meta data centers, these surveillance.
What leaves more of a fucking carbon footprint than these data centers? What's worse for the environment than all of these data centers? You don't hear any crying from the WEF or who or any of these so-called people that pretend to care about the world and the environment.
Centers, these robot replacement centers, because you will be replaced. And 10 years down the road, what kind of health effects, negative health effects, is this crap going to cost people who actually eat it? Just like the big pharma industrial complex. If you take their What's happening to you right now? What's happening to your heart?
And you better believe it. Their pioneering tech uses carbon and hydrogen to make the stick of butter you see on this plate.
This is pretty novel to be able to make food that looks and tastes and feels exactly like dairy butter.
Why?
Looks, tastes, and feels.
Why? Why is that so great? Why?
Like the real.
Why are they trying to sell fake butter, folks? Do you understand? Why are they doing this, man? It's like they're reptilians or something, man. What's wrong with you people?
Thing. We're going to give you fake news, fake history, fake food. We're going to poison your food. We're going to pollute your skies. We're going to control you, and nothing that you see will even be real.
With no agriculture whatsoever.
And no long ingredient list the average person can't pronounce.
It's really just our fat, some water, a little bit of lecithin as an emulsifier, and some natural flavor and color.
How? Fats are made up of carbon and hydrogen chains.
What the fuck is wrong with these mentally ill retards?
The goal here, replicate those
Yo,
chains.
what is the goal? Why are you fucking with us? Why don't you go away? You fucking oil salesman, snake oil salesman.
Without animals or plants. And they did.
What's wrong with animals and plants? Nothing. You're mentally ill.
They tell me to simplify. They take carbon dioxide from the air and hydrogen from water, heat them up and oxidize them. The final result?
It looks like a wax, like a candle wax at first.
What's wrong with this mentally ill retard? Look how dumb these retards are. They're nothing more than fucking useful idiots. They're so dumb. They're nothing but tools. They're fucking tools of ignorance.
But they're fat molecules, like the ones in beef, cheese,
It's disgusting.
or vegetable oils.
Sustainability is why we are here.
It's all
See, that's a mental illness. This whole idea of carbon footprint and sustainability, it's all mental illness. They're the ones preventing sustainability by not, you folks, let me explain something. There's no excuse for this world to ever run out of food. There's no excuse. You can never run out of food if you do your due diligence and plant food every springtime of the year and do your due diligence. You can plant as much as you want. It's literally infinite how much food you can plant every spring. It's infinite. You can literally have the whole world planted with seeds of food, and you could literally feed, lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes of generations if you just had these trees everywhere naturally already anyway, right? But they chopped them all down. Who? The pedophiles. Esque type people.
done releasing zero greenhouse gases using.
There's nothing wrong, and you're not in a greenhouse. The sun is well within inside the dome, you mental ill retards. It's not like the sun and a car parked. It's not like that, man. It's not a greenhouse. You don't live in a greenhouse. There are no greenhouse gases if you don't live in a greenhouse.
Zero greenhouse gases are emitted. So what you're telling me, you're going to create something, you're going to create a product without inserting any kind of energy in between to make sure that that product comes to pass. Even though it's a fake product, it's still a product.
She has a war against carbon, but she's using carbon to make the fake butter. And then they're using heat to cook the carbon. You're using heat to make this. So it's even worse on the environment, according to their mental illness, as opposed to just growing a fucking real plant. Chickens, cows with the milk and making milking a fucking cow and making cream and butter.
It's still a physical thing, but it was done without emitting greenhouse gases, without using some kind of fuel source that would emit greenhouse gases. This kind of sounds.
They don't even make sense. The shit they're doing creates more so-called greenhouse gases. You're not in a fucking greenhouse. I can prove the sun is well within inside the dome. Well within inside the dome. Easily. That's all debunked. A sun that's 90 million miles away is easily debunked. I've personally flown above the sun in an airplane. Personally seen it with my own fucking eyes, man.
Sounds like a lie to me.
No farmland to feed cows.
We're like not at full capacity in this facility yet.
And even though
Damn, this motherfucker's a giant compared to this bitch.
we're standing in a factory set,
A factory that took what? You had to lay
All these green carbon gas. You had to do all this shit for a factory, man. This is thousands of times worse on the environment.
the foundation, pour the
They're so blind and dumb, man.
concrete, run the electricity, hire contractors. I'm sure it's a wood or steel structure which took greenhouse gas sources of energy to produce. And you got to maintain this whole thing. And you're saying that you can do it without displaying any carbon footprint? This is just an outright lie.
It's just mental illness, dude. The shit that comes out of the diarrhea shit that comes out of their mouths. It's insane.
And in addition
Straight up diarrhea slop.
to the carbon footprint being much lower for a process like this, right? The land footprint is less.
Yeah, and I can't fucking watch this mental illness. What's up, everybody? Yeah, no, I don't delete comments unless I'll say it because I want you to know. Don't be talking. I mean, I'll tell you if I delete something, and I'll tell you because I don't want to hear it again if I deleted it. No, I don't. I'm too busy trying to fucking talk. How am I deleting anything? I hope you're okay. What's up, Midnight Smoker, Midnight Toker? What's up, Another Perspective, Thomas? How y'all doing? I was going to get you a box of worms. What? Relax. No, I need you. What I need you to get me is some fucking coffee, sugar, and some fucking weed, bro. I need some fucking smoke. That's what I need right now. But let's see. What else? Yeah, that is crazy, dude. Getting a box of worms in the mail. Yeah, I would love to get at that level, dude, where I have, where I'm conditioning soil and all that, dude. That'd be great, dude. But I'm not there yet. At the fucking just horrible level right now. All right, thanks, Thomas. Yeah, I hate YouTube, bro. And it might even be stream retard because YouTube is streaming retard is streaming down through YouTube. I don't know, man. They're all fucking cursed, man. I fucking hate these motherfuckers. That's all I know. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I fucking hate these motherfuckers. YouTube fucking makes people sign in and be 18 and older to watch my videos. YouTube's a bunch of fucking pedophile censoring pieces of shit. And I'm going to hunt you down on the other side. Yeah, I'm going to hunt your souls down and torture you shit for fucking all eternity. I'm going to fuck you up. You are fucking dead. You fuckers are fucking dead.
God, bro. You'll get your look at that. You'll get your thing, okay? Right on the highway. Listen to me. Insane. Look at that. Yo, a sinkhole. Listen to me. You get your car out? God, bro. You'll get your
Hey, what's up, Don? Conrad, thank you, please. Thank you. Yeah, YouTube is a bunch of, I don't call it pedophile tube for nothing.
People, we are not voting our way out of this.
That right there is the people's house.
Or at least it's supposed to
The game that you retards started playing before I was even born, bro, without my consent or permission, you retard.
be the people's house. But instead,
Clowns like this, these people are so dumb they can't understand that government can't exist. It's illegitimate. They're so dumb, bro. They're so dumb. They will never understand it.
what is going on is
They don't even understand that, hey, strangers can't get together. They don't have the right to rule you, bro.
self-dealing and insider trading of epic proportion. The national debt is now up to almost $40 trillion, a number I don't think our brains can truly comprehend. They are allowing corporations to poison our food supply.
Look at them just spraying with toxins and poisons everybody's food. Look at that. And they get away with it. Immunity and everything, man. Even when people get cancer, it's madness, man. The injustice and is mind-boggling in this world.
And on top of that, not allowing us to sue if and when we inevitably get sick. The military-industrial complex is bigger than ever. The forever wars continue, usually because a certain country in the Middle East tells us to.
Israel.
And what if, God forbid, someone in Congress decides to get a conscience for once, to maybe hold billionaire pedophiles accountable?
I am sorry if one of your billionaire donors is going to get embarrassed because he went to Rape Island.
Oh, those billionaires, they'll pour $30 million to buy your seats. So just vote harder next time.
Yeah, by the way, they totally cheated on this guy, Tom Massey. They totally cheated him with some fucking total dud, right? There was like a 47,000 extra votes that didn't exist in every election before this one. You got 47,000 extra votes for this other retard out of the blue that never existed. Like, this shit is fucking fake, bro. Even when they don't even need to do this, but it's all rigged, man.
Just take a look at this. The top three most
It's so rigged.
expensive House primary ousters in U.S. election history. Number one, Thomas Massey, $35 million in 2026. Number two, Jamal Bowman, $20 million 2024. And number three, Cory Bush, $15 million in 2024. And what do they all have in common? To quote Kanye,
Israel.
I can't say, but it's Israel.
Listen up, people. We are.
Golly, he did say it. I'll be dipped in shit. Yeah, we've all been talking about this shit for fucking, 20 years, man. Fuck this shit. Jordan Maxwell, David Icke, all of them been out there for a long time.
Energy bill astronomically high this month. Mine was anybody else's Duke energy bill astronomically high this month? Mine was $400. What the hell?
What the hell is going on with Alabama Power? Cause this is some bull. My bill has went up around 60%.
This is ridiculous
compared to what it used to be.
I remember the times when the biggest fluctuation in price that you'll see is like maybe at the gas station, how much you're paying for gas. But now every month when you get your electric bill and your gas bill, these are just going up and up. In fact, 108 million electric customers and 49 million natural gas customers are seeing increases. That's most of the country. People everywhere are taking a bigger hit every month for electric and gas. And the thing is, they are predicting that it's only going to continue to go up.
So I just got my power bill, and it's almost $600. At the same time that I got it, I noticed a bunch of other people in my area are also posting about how their bills are between $600 and $1,600 for this last month. So if you're in the Puget Sound and you're on PSE, that's Puget Sound Energy, I'm just curious, what was your power bill like this month? And were you really using any abnormal power? I looked at my power usage from a year ago, and we are exactly the same. Last February, we used the exact same amount of power and paid almost $200 less. And our power bill is still high compared to everyone else that I know, even last year. So what's going on? Why is our power going through the roof to the point where it's unaffordable? And we already live in a really unaffordable area. I don't understand why the PSE power bill is going through the roof. At what point do we just say, shut it off, let's go back to the Stone Age? I'm out here cutting firewood because I'm turning my heater off. We only had our heaters set to about 65, which is most people's, we're going to leave the house temperature. That's our live-in temperature. And our power bill is insane. I just don't get it. If you own a house in Pierce County and you're on PSE, you want to sell it, give me a call. I'm getting ready. Like this is this is ridiculous.
So let's talk about Alabama Power. So my bill has been higher than giraffe ass, and I thought that maybe it was because of my house, trailer house, whatever. But I've been seeing a lot of videos the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks on TikTok about people talking about Alabama Power bills and how high it is. And I'm like, okay, so maybe it ain't just me. I got a 90 model double wide. It's got a whole add-on on the back of it. So in total, it's like a 7-bed, 3-bath. It's got 2 3-ton package units on it. And then during the middle of June and July, my power bill was like $800, $825 or something like that. So I went up there. I was like, hey, there ain't no way. She was like, oh, yeah, you're burning too many kilowatts. I'm like, yeah, but how much y'all charging per kilowatt? And she wouldn't ever really give me an answer.
Buddy's laying right here. Buddy's laying right here.
I'm like, all right. So in the next month, I turned the back unit off, made sure we only, wash clothes once a week, something like that. Turn on the lights off, stuff like that. Still the same. It's $760, $780. I'm like, there ain't no damn way. So then I start seeing these videos. I'm like, okay, now everything's starting to add up and make sense. Something ain't right. Because a few years back, I lived in a house that was on Wiregrass Electric. And when I first moved in there, I had it on prepaid, meaning you could call and pay it daily. You pay for that amount for that day, which was like $4 to $6 a day. So, you're looking at $200, maybe $250 a month, which is about right, which Alabama Power used to be like that years ago. But now they are just straight up gouging people. And, something needs to be done about it. The bad thing is you can't. I've got one option where I live, Alabama Power. If you don't pay it, you ain't got no power. So I've got to the point where I'm nearby ready to buy a big ass generator and set in my yard, and it'd be cheaper to buy diesel fuel. Because this is ridiculous. Even right now, during the wintertime, my power bill is still $500 and $600. Why? We ain't running no heaters hardly. We got like 1 or 2 space heaters maybe, and that's about it. Washer and dryer once a week. This shit is ridiculous. Alabama Power, if you see this, y'all need to drop them rates per kilowatt. I don't know what y'all charging, but it's obviously way too damn much. Because mine damn sure is, and something needs to be done about this.
This is another rant. $475 for a gas bill. 1 month. Just 1 month. That's it.
That's not even the power. This is just the gas going up exponentially. Everything, every bill you can think of, through the roof. They got a monopoly on everybody. They're attacking us. It's an attack, a financial attack. It's a class war. You're under attack by the upper class. The lower class is under attack by the predator class, the upper class.
$475. I hate to see next month.
Alabama Power. Alabama Power. Hope you're listening. January 1st is right around the corner. And I want you to know that everybody in this state is on to your bullcrap corruption. We are. And let me tell you what people have gotten smart enough to do to catch you. It's gotten so bad that we Alabamians are paying so much for our power bills, $400 to $500 to $700 a month, that what we started doing was we started turning our breakers off. We started turning everything off, and we're keeping up with it. And you're still charging us your outlandish bullshit prices.
That's right.
Something's not right with that.
It ain't going to help you if you turn them off. They still charge you. You can turn your box off every circuit when you go to work, whatever. You're still getting charged by these nut jobs, okay?
How am I using the same amount of power when everything is being shut off?
Exactly.
Alabama Power. Someone's going to answer, and it's fixing to be soon. Because like I say, the people here in Alabama, we're tired of your bullshit. We're tired of paying more for our power here than we pay for our house payments. That's the truth. People here in Alabama are literally having to decide, are we going to pay our power bill this month, or are we going to eat and pay a house payment? That's how bad it's gotten with our power bill. And if you're budget billing, be careful. I've done heard that's messed some of you up.
The cost of electricity in New Jersey and probably other parts of the United States is absolutely insane, and it's all because of AI data centers. It is estimated that since June, electricity costs have gone up 21%. This last month, I tried really hard to unplug everything that wasn't in use. I reduced the amount of times I used electric appliances. I didn't make a dent. Like, I looked at my electric bill 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It is nearly double. It's insane because I feel like there's nothing that I can do, and all this money is being taken. They don't want you to succeed. No matter how many people protest against AI data centers, no matter how many people go to town hall meetings, no matter how many people say we don't want this, they don't care, because they care more about their profit because they're greedy. Greed is evil, and greed will be the end of a lot of things in this beautiful life that we live.
I called Alabama Power yesterday and asked them to cut off my budget billing. And they told me that if I cut my budget billing off, it would cost me $715 to cut off my budget billing. So then I started asking questions like, well, since my power bill used to be $280 a month and now it's $480, what's the reasoning behind that? Like how much power am I using actually at the end of the month? And the lady told me that last month and the month before last, I used $280 worth of power, but because I'm on budget billing, it cost me $480. And like I said, it cost me $715 to cancel it if I wanted to cancel it. And so then I asked, well, how much, in order for me to be on budget billing, why is it $480 a month if I'm using $280 worth of power? And she said in the peak months, I was using about $480 to $500 worth of power in the peak months, like July, August, and obviously January, February.
Stop.
It's gotten out of hand. Not to mention, the taxes on everything, the fact that we're paying taxes on the profits that they're making off of us is just insane. I didn't come off budget billing because I'm not going to pay $715 to come off budget billing, but they did say that next month it would be lower than $715. If I wanted to come off budget billing, it would cost me around $6.
Again, why is it costing anything to come off of any pro? It's all bullshit, man. Everything's a fucking scam by these fucking pedophiles that shouldn't be.
$100 to come off budget billing. So I'm likely going to do that because every month.
Folks, it comes down to this. The people have allowed themselves to be deceived and rolled over and tricked into very deceptive, incremental, totalitarian footsteps, so to speak. And, they've shit the bed, and now they're being ruled hard. And they're going to fucking realize how complacent they've been, and they're going to pay the price now.
After that, my power bill should go back down to around $280 to $300 a month. And that's still high, but I do have a large home. So I understand I do use more power than probably the typical, citizen.
Hey, we live in central Illinois. Our electric rates just went up 50%. My nephew has a ranch home that's probably 1,200 square feet, and his bill went from $260 to $560 in the last month. No difference in usage. The company just increased their rates 50%.
Has anybody else's electric Ameren bills like doubled or tripled this month? Because ours went from like $200 to almost $500. We literally live in the tiniest house ever. We run bare minimum electricity. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, everybody on my TikTok is flabbergasted as fuck because Georgia Power, what y'all really got going on? Can't nobody pay for this. Even if we can't afford it, you think I'm gonna give you $400 for what though? Like, for what? Literally for what? My Georgia Power bill is $410, and they expect me to pay that shit today, or it's gonna get cut off. But they say light that candle up, baby, cause I'm not. I know, like, that's not right.
Alabama, Georgia. Boy, these cocksucking power companies in the Southeast here are cursed, brutal.
I don't give if I did run it. That's not right. That's not right.
My electric bill is $314.89. See, if you don't believe me, $314.89. That's crazy. Is anybody else's electric bill that high? This is the highest one we've had this year. And I remember in the summer,
That ain't shit compared to the ones I've heard that these fuckers got, man.
when it used to be $150, and I thought that was crazy high. Now it's
I remember
$314. Why? Why is it so expensive? We do live in Kentucky, so it does get really, really hot here. But like I said, our bills have never been over $300 like they are now. We leave our air conditioning on 73, pretty much 24/7. So I don't think that's super, super low or anything. We don't have like a pool or a hot tub, although I would love a hot tub. We don't have anything like that we run. We just have a regular house. It is 2 stories, so we do have 2 units, air conditioning units. But, our house is only 2,400 square feet about. $314.89. To me, that is way too expensive.
We just got back our gas and electricity bill for this month, and it was $810.
She's crying about 300. Hers is $810.
Everyone in my area has been saying that their bill has been really expensive this month. The gas and electric company that basically owns the area has been posting like through the news to expect higher bills. Our bill was $810 this month. Last month it was $206. How can they?
What the fuck? That's like 400%. It was 200. Now it's 800.
Possibly get away with this?
And this is absolutely criminal, monopolistic behavior. This is all price. By the way, the corporations are totally, now that they have a monopoly on everything, they're totally price gouging. This is way beyond inflation. Everywhere you look, it's way beyond inflation. They're literally getting away with price gouging now and cheating. Like Walmart, it'll say it's selling 2 pounds of chicken and it'll be fucking 1.5 pounds or 1. It'll say they're straight up lying and straight up committing fraud too. They're straight up committing fraud. They have a monopoly, and now they're price gouging. They're using fraud when they sell items. It doesn't weigh the amount. It's all fraud now.
I mean, like everybody in the area is talking about protesting, shutting off their heat, but I have 3 kids. I have 2 nonverbal autistic children that we have to send to therapy for that costs us $10,000 a year. And now I'm like, can we?
God damn, dude. And how did they get that way, I wonder? You gave them a vaccine?
Even send them to therapy if we have to pay over $800 a month just
gave them a vaccine, and now they got a fucking boom pipeline of fucking money for the rest of the life of these victims.
to
Customer for life, baby.
have heat and electric in our home. For reference, we live in a 1,250 square foot ranch brick home, so our home is not even that big.
There's no way you could spend $800 in a 1250 square foot home. There's no way. This is high. This is robbery. This is price gouging robbery. This is a sin.
I just want to know how they can get away with this. They are price gouging the American people. There's no repercussions. Something has to change.
I just had a single mom send me her power bill so far. She can check it daily. She leaves to go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning. She gets home at 9 o'clock at night. Again, she's a single mom. She does work a lot of hours. She picks her child up from her parents' house. She gets home around 9. Everything is cut off when she walks out the door. She said the only thing she does is she has her refrigerator running, of course, and her heat. She keeps on 65 every day. She never touches it. She is using $48 worth of power a day. That's what it reads for her. She can check it. $48. At this point, she says, when her bill comes next month, she will have to choose pay that power bill and keep her lights on with Alabama Power, or feed her child and groceries, necessities, and figure out how she's going to pay all of her rent. We shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't have to try to...
Doing what? You mean allowing pedophile billionaires to crush you like Trump? Yeah, you shouldn't be doing this. You're right, you shouldn't.
Figure out
right.
how we're going to live.
Look what you've allowed to happen to your children because you've allowed some idiot like Trump to rule over you.
Just because of greedy people like Alabama Power. Something has to be done.
We're at my mom's house. We're shooting
Alabama Power, Trump, all the other politicians.
Video in New Jersey and New York, and she's showing me and Colton her gas bill, and she has a 3-bedroom little ranch just like these ones across the road. Her gas bill in New Jersey was $400. Last year it was $200. How cold is it? It's freezing. And why people are homeless. $400 for a fixed income mother.
So can someone please explain to me why everyone's electric bills are skyrocketing? I understand the heat and the pull of everything. I have literally I'm turning my breaker off to my oven, my microwave.
Her bill is $1,013. For what? Get a fucking goddamn generator and some gas, a couple batteries and an inverter, and holy shit, fuck that shit. And a couple chargers, of course.
My washer, my dryer.
And
if it's
you
not
now have your own power plant infrastructure. If you just do what I do just said, you have your own.
And it's the breakers are going off. We've unplugged almost everything from every outlet. We are not running any night lights at all at night, except the security light out on the telephone pole. My bill that is due by, I believe, the 10th was $1,013. We even had our electric off for a few days because we were getting all new ductwork in our house with and ran all new lines from the trunk line to each register and vent. So the power was off for those few days last month. Plus, we had some higher temperatures, and I still ended up with a bill. 1 month bill. 1 month. No past due anything. $1,013. This is absurd. It's very stressful.
It can't make sense.
Stressful. I'm going to need a GoFundMe just to afford my electric bill.
I start doing foot picks.
I've luckily been in such good graces with my truck payment and my husband's truck payments that they did.
I have to start doing foot picks.
A forgiveness of let me put one payment of each to the end of the loans. My truck is $640. My husband's is $330. And with that being said, pulling all that money to pay this month's bill that is due by the 10th. Is anybody else having these issues? Like, what the heck? I had a buddy at work and he said his electric bill was $300. They about had a heart attack. Try $1,000.
Okay, let's just move that for right now. Yeah, that sucks. What's up, Bubscat? You know what I would love to have is an electric bike right now. I could charge that bitch and then fucking go all the way to the store. And as long as I could carry a propane tank on the front of that bitch or in between my legs on the bar or in a basket behind my shit or in a basket even in front, on the handlebars even. But, well, not for propane, but anyway, yeah. Somewhere to put you could do one propane tank. That would be the shit. That'd be the shit. That would be all I need, man. Hustle up to the store and back, get everything I need on an electric bike. And just the most I carry is like that propane gas tank, man. And you need somewhere to put that shit. I'll carry that bitch with one hand and fucking drive with one arm if I have to. But I need an electric bike. That'd be the shit. These fuckers are down to like $200-300, man. They're doing like 28 miles an hour, 40-mile range. What the fuck? That's all I need. It's funny. It's funny. Shut the fuck up! God damn, I hate these fucking goddamn birds, bro. Jesus Christ, dude, the same. It ain't no regular bird shit that you guys are. I live here by the stream and the mountains, and they hide in these things are little tiny pieces of shit that are so loud for their size. It's madness. They just make the same noise again and again. It's madness. It's nerve-wracking. And you don't hear them in the winter, dude. You don't hear them all winter. They're silent. And then they come out in spring and start blabbing their fucking heads and ruin everything. Yeah, they don't like you giving advice. Yeah, that's true. You better, if you have the means, folks, to get a generator and batteries to charge and chargers to charge the batteries with the generator. I should have said, is if you have the money to get a generator, the money to get chargers to use to plug the chargers into the generator, and then batteries to charge, and then an inverter to hook the battery up to, so you can run your power. You have your own power infrastructure now, and all you needed was gasoline and from the store now to have your power, and that's your new power bill. The gasoline you get you can run cheap power on these Jennies too. So you don't have to, cheap gas. You can run really cheap gas on these generators. And they'll be fine. And that's your power plant. That's your power infrastructure. You're not dependent on the monopolistic power companies who can price gouge you now. And, not everybody can just run a generator where they live. That's your limit. You're fucked. You are fucked, in my opinion, that if you can't do that. Shut the fuck up, man. Jesus, I hate these things. Let's see here. Stop screen. Okay. Here we go.
And in my view, we have to use what means there are at our disposal. And in my view, I'm going to put it blank, that is Jewish money. There is an enormous amount of Jewish money in politics.
So this is John Podhoretz, who literally took the job that his dad had. They called the Keaton was calling him Lucky Boy.
John Podhoretz, yeah.
Yeah. So it's no longer, what do they call that when you what's it called when you inherit
Nepo something?
Nepos, yeah. So but we call him Lucky Boy. And
not in terms of his name or appearance.
No. But he has blocked me on Twitter. He's one of those guys, all right? But at least he doesn't tweet about me like Dan Bongino. If you block someone, that's fine. You can block anybody. But you can't, if you block them and then tweet about them, that you're a garbage person. Okay.
It's self-defense. Doesn't he have a right to self-defense?
Does he have a right? So here he is. He's going to talk about the Thomas Massey election. And everything he says here, he's saying this in defense of Jews, but everything he says here qualifies as anti-Semitism according to the IHRA new rules.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Everything he says here. Here is this guy, John Podhoretz, thinking he's actually... So if you want to know what increases anti-Semitism and actual Jew hate, watch this. Because everything he says here, while being true, will also make people hate them and would be considered anti-Semitic if it wasn't a Jew saying it. So let's listen.
I think it is a good thing if Massey and the people like him and others believe that if you cross the line into anti-Semitism, Jews are going to use the power that we have openly to go for you.
And what is that power exactly? I wonder what that power is. Let's
Something
see.
with the banks and all the media.
The media, the bad. Let's see.
Asthma spray.
Because what other recourse is there? Are we just going to sit here and take it, beg for scraps, hope that nice people are nice to us? The Democratic Party is going explicitly anti.
Okay, of course. Why wouldn't people be nice and helpful with the ones that are demanding all their money and children? Isn't that how it's supposed to work? I rob you, and if you complain, I threaten you, and if you don't acquiesce to demands, I blow up the world. That's what. Come on. That's how reciprocity works. As long as it works for me. Okay, here we go.
Semitic. We can see it happening. People are getting benefits, as Seth says, for being anti-Semites. That seems to be part of an appeal in primaries to the left and the party. We have to use what means there are at our disposal. And in my view, I'm going to put it blank, that is Jewish money. There is an enormous amount of Jewish money in politics, by which I mean...
Right, that's exactly what you mean.
In other words, there should be no money. It's criminal, it's cheating, it's bribery. You've legalized bribery, and you've called it another name. You've obfuscated it by calling it lobbying. You've obfuscated criminal bribery by calling it lobbying. You fucking pedophile motherfuckers.
That Jewish billionaires put their money into politics and control the politics of America. That's what he's saying. He's saying that. If I said that, it would
shekels?
If I said that, it would be anti-Semitic.
That's right. They would call you names. They would reduce themselves to 2-year-olds and call you names like children.
That they put their Jew money in?
Yes.
Jewish money. There is an enormous amount of Jewish money in politics, by which I mean Jewish donors, wildly disproportionate, not only charitably, but politically. When I say charitably, I mean nobody really knows the numbers. Jews make up 2% of the population. According to some studies, Jews make up 20% of the charitable contributions made in the United States annually. That is a tenfold. Think about that. Think about the disproportion of that. And in politics, it's pretty close.
So think about that. Think about how money can be used to be disproportionate.
Telling you that Jews are disproportionately, wildly overrepresented with Jewish money in politics. And why do they put that money in politics? To control it.
Charitable donations.
And it should be illegal. Bribery should be illegal in your game of pedophile politics, that you don't have my permission. You'll never have my consent to make rules for me. I'll kill every one of you. I would till my last fucking breath, man. You're not going to tell me what to do.
What charitable donations? Cars for kids?
Pagers?
Free pagers.
Again, if I said this, it would be anti-Semitic. If I said,
I wouldn't say
Jews make up 2% of the population, they make up 20% of the political spending with their Jewish money. If I said that, I would be canceled. They'd take down my channel and everything because I'm an anti-Semite. That's what they would say. He's saying it.
It's because only Nazis and Zionists conflate Judaism with this horse shit.
That's exactly right.
Jews make up 20% of the charitable contributions made in the United States annually. That is a tenfold. Think about that. Think about the disproportion of that. And in politics, it's pretty close also. And if that money isn't used, why do people give money? Because they want to influence elections to get people elected who reflect their views. Well,
so 2% of the population takes 20%.
What he's saying is you have 2% of the population being disproportionately represented because they cheated and bribed and paid and lobbied the politicians to do their bidding and not the people they're supposed to serve. This is fucking too easy. How do you not understand it, dumb fucking retards out there?
And of all political spending to control the politics.
You allow a rigged system and you got the nerve to complain about it. You retards that vote. You've got the fucking nerve to complain. You morons to complain when you participate in a system that you know is rigged because lobbying is legalized cheating, bribery. And you will never be represented, you idiots, no matter what they say. They will only represent the lobbyist every time. Every time.
In favor of who? Americans? Jews.
The politicians will favor and represent the Jews every time disproportionately because they paid them. They cheated because that's what pedophile cheaters do. They cheat.
Israel. That's what he's saying.
And then, the evidence is Trump didn't do any. Well, I let you no tax on tips. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Hey.
This is an existential issue for Jews.
Dude.
And the Jews.
Dude, these fucking demons should be snuffed the fuck out.
By the way, look at the faces of the people. Look at the faces of the people sitting there like, and they're not interrupting him for a second. Like, oh.
Yeah, but they're let this guy talk, bro. This shit is gold. People just, they absolutely don't know when to shut up.
Everybody ixnay on the OJ.
Because they know if I say something, it's going to look really extra worse than it looks now. So they have to sit there and look at this chick. Look at this chick here who's like staring into him.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude,
they both are, but this
dude,
one.
dude, all these people, they look like their souls are dying right in front of you. That's what I see. Souls dying. You can see their souls dying in the backs of their eyes. You can see them. Their souls dying.
One's like, "Are you kidding me?
You're doing the thing that we're not supposed to do. You're telling the truth. It's this quiet part. We're on a Zoom. You're not supposed to say. You're supposed to say this in secret.
Oh, by the way, those rich Jews he's bragging about controlling all the thing. You know how they treat the regular Jews? Like absolute shit. They're extremely racist and classist. Did you know that?
They are. Look, dude, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
To get people elected who reflect their views. Well, this is an existential issue for Jews. And the Jews who explicitly give money because they want to make it.
Anywho, you get the idea, right? You get the idea. Come on, stop that. Don't fucking worry. Get out. Fucker wants out. Yeah, he really wants to go out for a walk. I gotta do this. And let's see what we got here. All rainy, man. It's all rainy and wet out there. I hate it when it's all rainy and wet out there. It's shitty to take a walk, man. I ain't got no shoes. I need shoes. Anybody got some shoes that are waterproof you could send me? I'm like 10 and a half, 11. Email me. I'll send you my address. I need some shoes. Seriously. Especially if they're waterproof, man. It's always wet around here. It never dries. It takes forever to dry because it's annoying as shit. It's so humid. And I can never go outside without my socks getting wet. And I'm really fucking annoyed with this shit. My socks get wet every time. It's like, what the goddamn shit. Through the shoes. Wait, hold on. Am I missing any comments? I don't like to neglect the Phoenix Eye crew, the chat. So I want to make sure is everybody okay? Somebody's deleting comments and it ain't me because I'm sitting here trying to show videos. When I'm talking, that's what I'm focused on. Talking. I'm not able to talk and delete at the same time. Yeah, you know that one bitch has got 2 fucked up babies because she fucking fed them to the big pharma Satanists and sacrificed them for the Satanists. All these people that believe in big pharma, bad karma, are sacrificing their children to Satan, basically, to the Satanists. These rich Satanist motherfuckers that run everything. They're evil as shit. And you don't seem to understand that. You don't understand the type of evil that you're dealing with people. You think it's another human. It's cute. They love me. No, they don't. No. They might not even be human. Levy's stealing my work again. Yeah, no shit. What are you going to do? You know, what can I do? Why don't you do something about it for me? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, karma. Karma will hit him. It's called karma. When you go up to them and punch them in the face, it's called karma. Nah, man, whatever, man. I don't know. Maybe he's just talking about my discoveries and not giving me credit. That would be stealing it, I guess. But whatever. What are you going to do? I don't have any high expectations in this shithole world. My expectations have gone way. Man, let me tell you, my expectations are really low in this place. Why don't you send me some, Tom? Stop fucking around and just send me some 10 and a half or shoes or 11, depending on the brand, really. I'm kidding. Tom, my man, dude, he takes care of me, dude. Tom, man, if he had money, dude, he'd be really man. Tom hits the lottery, I'll be set for life. Oh, I'm just kidding. Tom's a good guy. And the rest of you help me out a lot, too. Shout out to Freak. I haven't seen him, and he's like a freak of nature now, or it's like a freak situation if he's around now. Oh, he'll be back one day, maybe not. Okay. You should come visit North Carolina, but it's probably the worst place in the world because of the government here, man. But I didn't think of that. Yeah, it's not a good place to visit right now, the U.S. They're nuts, man. They're fucking goddamn nuts here. We got to get this fucking goddamn fucking world back. We got to get the world back from these goddamn pedophiles that shouldn't be. Tom considers himself a student of my class. Fat man, I appreciate the concern, though. That means you care. I really appreciate that, fat man. At least somebody cares. Fat man's the only one that cares about me getting my shit stolen. I know you guys care, but that actually, it really pisses him off enough to say shit about it. Goyim. The Goyim. Does anyone know why the power bills are going up? I told you. In some cases, it's due to the new AI centers, because the billionaires don't have to pay taxes. You do. And the taxes, by the way, that everybody pays is like, it wouldn't, if everybody stopped paying the government taxes right now, it wouldn't even hurt them. They don't use hardly any of it. It's nothing. In fact, if the Federal Reserve just deletes it, I mean, look it up. And when they need money, they create debt to dilute you don't get it. Your money supply is created out of debt, man. They don't get it, do they? Bob Scat, what are you doing? He's gone. How are the kitty cats? Are they hanging in there, surviving that plague that they got going there, or whatever it was? Let's see. Okay, let's see what else we got here. I don't really feel like watching that. Yeah, but remember when Trump said that the Epstein files were a hoax? Now they have a Trump Epstein fucking reading room with thousands of files. It's wild. The gaslighting or straight up lying that all the politicians do, the government in general does to the people, it's madness. It's wild. Oh man, I'm trying not to play that. Let's see. Oh my god, this shit. Hurry the fuck up. It literally takes a fucking hour for the fucking dumb video to come up. This piece of shit. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with Trump and Netanyahu. Something is wrong with these people. No United States without Israel, remarked Netanyahu. Can you imagine being so delusional and mentally ill and such a genocidal maniac that you think that the United States can't exist without Israel? Do you imagine how mentally ill you have to be? When Israel only exists because it steals money from the politicians via blackmail from the U.S. government. It's so pathetic, man. The world we live in is so pathetic. You don't own anything, and it's getting worse. It's getting real, a lot worse, folks. It is getting a lot worse. Here we go. See, somebody, how do I stop these cursed fucking demons from deleting comments? How do I stop this shit? Somebody's out here deleting my fucking comments, man. These pedophile tube. Without my goddamn consent, man.
Right here in state. All right. Hey, guys. Jason here. We're up here at Jimmy Britt, the amazing Jimmy Britt, right here in Statesboro, Georgia. We're wandering a lot, making some videos, knocking some stuff out. And look at that beautiful Laramie behind me right there. Laramie 2500 Cummins. This thing, I mean, we're talking a sweet truck right there, no doubt about it. But what we're going to be talking about today is what's going to be coming. I was on the phone with the car guy online. As you guys know him, you follow his channel probably too. If you're on mine, you're probably following his also. We kind of share a lot of the same audience. And a lot of us, you know, in this industry, we're all good friends. We talk, we're all the time. And we were talking, and we were talking about the tech, and we were talking about that video that I did on invasive tech and what I'm going to do with it. And, you know, when it comes around and things like that. We got on a subject of it, and he had mentioned something that he saw in another video. I do not remember what video that was, and I don't know what video it was, but he said he watched a video on it where a guy had said that the day will come when your truck will testify against you in court. That hit me with a lot of power. The second he said that, I said, hold on a second, hang on. I need to actually put that in my notes. We're going to look into that a little more and dive into it because that's a very powerful statement. And again, I don't know what video that was that it was said in, but you know, that he was referring to, but here's a powerful statement.
Again, this is a world, a dystopian world that doesn't have the consent or permission of anyone. This is a small amount of people that are pushing all of this dystopian AI tech. It's a small group. The entire world doesn't want it. It's a small group of pedophiles that want this shit, like Trump and Palantir and all of these fuckers, right? Okay? It's a small group of these pedophiles that are pushing all this dystopian technocratic technology, these oligarchs.
Statement in that when you think about it. Let's look at that idea. So we know that the invasive tech is coming. It's going to start in 2027 and just get worse from there. But where you're going to have everything from biometrics, you're going to have all this stuff being monitored. It won't be too far into the future before those vehicles, like I said, literally will be monitoring your heart rate. They'll be monitoring your blood pressure. They'll be monitoring your pupil dilation. They'll be monitoring your state of being, your state of mind, your level of stress, all of that.
That's only if you allow the pedophiles to completely dominate you and rule over you. Okay? None of this shit has to happen. This isn't the world we want. It's what the pedophiles want. And it's time to stop, put our foot down and say, enough is enough, you little pedophiles. We're going to fucking start hanging every one of you. We want to be free. We want a world where everybody's happy. You're nuts. You're like reptiles or something, reptilians from another world. You need to die. Get out of here, okay? You're anti-human. Anybody who has any anti-human policy is not a human.
These kind of things that happen in there. They do it all under the guise of safety. All right, that's what they're going to sell it to you as a safety factor. The kicker is all of this stuff is being recorded. We also just did a video talking about how all,
which again violates their privacy again and again. It's I can't deal with this shit. I can't even. I just want to kill these people in government. I really just need to be able to kill all these people so bad in government. It's like a group of fucking retards running around, yet they have the power over everybody to do whatever they want. It's madness.
Short videos highlight and encapsulate I love it when short videos highlight and encapsulate a very serious problem. The most serious problem we have in America today is the same problem we've had for the past 113 years, and that's politics. And the problem isn't even so much that there is politics or that there are political parasites who engage in the political process. It's all of the sheep who participate in the political process when they know all politicians are liars. They know they're all on the take, even more so today than they have been. There's 13,000 lobbyists that run Washington's District of Criminals, spending 4.5. No, the 2025 stat is $5.3 billion. That's what lobbyists have.
And again, the problem is they all vote for evil. They all vote for evil. Oh well, I want to vote for the lesser of two evils, and that's why you voted. You still voted for evil, though. That's the problem here. They vote for evil. Now they're demoralized. They can't complain when they go out and murder a bunch of kids in their name.
Spent on behalf of the industries that
or wreck the economy, or charge tariffs and create wars and destroy the economy.
Send them to Washington to speak into the ears of politicians, and the politicians change the policies. They create regulations that eliminate competition and give them a leg up. Washington, D.C., and therefore all of America is run by political parasitic entities who are controlled by the lobbyists who are sent by the corporate elitists. So we've got corporate elitists running the entire country, setting the policies, making the regulations, taking away our freedoms, costing us more money, eliminating competition. And then you have the bankster class ahead of that controls the issuance and the value of the currency. So when you have that big of a swamp filled with that many swamp creatures, how is one guy that you vote for, even if he's a righteous guy?
It's like they don't even use their head. Even if he's a good guy, how is he going to do anything when there's so many swamp creatures and swamps and so many things? How's one person going to fix the whole world here? How is one person, when the world, there's so many people, so many complications, how can one person possibly fix everybody's problem? It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. They're so dumb here. They're so dumb.
Even if he's a man of integrity, even if he does what he says he's going to do, and he's not going to take any BS, how is that one guy, you throw him into the middle of that swamp, how is he going to combat all the alligators and the piranhas and all the other things that are coming to attack him?
It's mind-boggling.
He won't be able to. He can't. And history shows that he can't. And besides that, history shows that such a man doesn't exist. Because if you want to grab the ring of power, you're already a psychopath. They already have something on you. The entire game is rigged. It's not an election process. It's a selection process. So I wanted to play this right here from Stu Peters, because while Stu Peters is extremely vocal and is an opponent of Donald Trump, there was one time where he had great hope that Donald Trump would be that outsider that comes in and throws the grenade into the sewage toilet of Washington's district.
Means he has the brain of a 2-year-old child, and he's slowly evolving from it.
criminals and blow the entire thing up from the inside out. He had that hope. And I want to play this as a minute and 13 seconds. I want to play it. I want to make some comments along the way. Everybody needs to hear this video right here, because this is the core issue of the problem. This is our banking problem. This is the corporate elitist problem. This is our fiat currency problem. This is the Strait of Hormuz problem, all wrapped up into one, and all the other problems that go along with it. Listen to this. First, we need the headphones. Okay, let's get into this.
Keep in mind, I was a very ardent, a fervent supporter of Donald Trump. In 2015, when Trump came down that escalator, I just thought, this is a real breath of fresh air in the American political system. And there was
again, he can't comprehend that the government shouldn't exist itself at all. A group of people doesn't have the right, a gang, to go around and make laws for you or the world, for that matter.
Some Hollywood director that
They're too dumb to see the elephant in the room. They just are too dumb. They never can understand that government can't exist. It's illegitimate.
referred to Donald Trump as being the human hand grenade that would be tossed into the American political system and blow it up like the toilet that it is from the inside out.
Now let's pause this. Everybody thinks that about every candidate. Democrats think that. It's like, man, we gotta do something about this system. So I'm gonna vote for my Democrat candidate because he is gonna carve out more freedoms for us. We're gonna have more money in our pockets. Our lives are gonna be easier. Every Republican.
But who took the freedoms? The government. The government took the freedoms. So you're voting for more government. No matter who you vote for, you're still voting for more government. Who took the freedoms? And they're promising, hey, I'm going to stop the government who keeps taking the freedom. And the next politician comes up, I'm going to stop the government from taking all our money and freedoms. And then the next politician comes up, like fucking Charlie Brown trying to kick the Lucy's football.
Believes that about their savior. So if Stu Peters, who is hypercritical and skeptical about the way things are, and, for the most part, lays it out on the line. If Stu Peters is going to freebase and mainline hopium, then you better believe there are millions, there are tens of millions of other people who are riding on that same hopium high.
And the promises, the jargon, the lingo, the vernacular, the phrasing, the name.
They had this hopium. This hope that Trump would change things. What the fuck are you talking about? You are on drugs called hopium. Crack cocaine hopium.
Calling, the blunt truth with
hoping that a stranger, some dude, saves your world for you. Okay, nerd alert, dorks.
Out sounding like a polished politician. That's what we wanted. Like everybody wanted that. We were tired of the status quo politics because
we did it.
But even if you get that, even if Trump was who people thought he was and attempted to do good things, the banksters and the corporate elitists wouldn't let him do it. No matter what you think about the president, he is a small guppy in a massive lake. And he is subject to all the forces that will put pressure on him. And if they don't, if this president doesn't do the bidding of those puppet masters, then that guy is gone. And when I say gone, I mean JFK gone. They will railroad you. They will ruin your career.
They'll put another one in. They'll make an example of it like they did JFK. And then, that doesn't happen for a while.
And besides that, we know that all of these politicians are blackmailed. The only politician that they will put in that seat at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue is somebody they already have dirt on. The
prerequisite to be a politician is they have a blackmail video of you raping a kid. Okay, don't be stupid.
That's why they're in that position, because they
got it back in the day when you were trying to get in, when you were going to Yale and you were in their secret society, their clubs, and that's where they got all your info. And then now it's ridiculous.
They can be manipulated. They can be controlled. That powerful figurehead position is moved and manipulated by those unseen hands.
It's just I know the list of words that you sent over that I'm not allowed to say here. It's disastrous for our country, and it is a big self-inflicting wound, for the American people that is unsustainable for us to continue down this path. So we need something new. And Trump represented that. And it was Trump's message, and looking back at it now, obviously hindsight is 20/20.
Again, we live in a world where they're so dumb that they can't understand that in order to solve the problem, you must stop what is creating the problem in the first place. Government created all the problems in the first place. It can never be the solution to the problems that it created intentionally, deliberately in the first place. You got to use your little pea brains, folks.
Looking back at it, I now see it for what it was.
No, you really still don't.
No, you don't.
Because again, I don't care if you're talking about Ron Paul, Thomas Massey, fill in the blank, Thomas Paine, Thomas Jefferson. If Samuel Adams were to resurrect, you wouldn't want to vote for him. Why?
No.
Because that's you participating in a system that you already know is corrupt, that's filled with liars and snakes and paid.
You don't have my consent to form a gang and rule over me. Okay? You're just a dude like me. All of you. You're just like me. I don't form a gang and try to roll over you and steal your money and freedom. So have the same goddamn respect with me and take your government and shove it up your assholes, or I'm going to chop your fucking heads off. Bare minimum, I'm going to hunt down your fucking souls on the other side and torture you for all eternity. So look forward to that. I will not relent. You will be found. I will hunt your soul.
Off politicians who don't have your best interests at heart, who will sell you out to the highest bidder, who do bow down to the Federal Reserve banking system and the Bank of International Settlements, which is the central bank of central banks. Let me just put it bluntly. If they control this, they control the governors, the senators, the congressmen, the presidents, all of your
If they control the value of your money, the product of your hard work and labor, they control everything. It's that easy. If they can make the value of the money that you use go to zero, you're fucked. It's called inflation, a hidden tax. And if they intentionally want to do that, you're fucked. You're fucked. Look at the economy. You're fucked. That's what they did. They inflated. They controlled the money and inflated it so that when you go to buy something, it's worthless. They did that to you, a hidden tax.
representatives, they control it all, every bit of it. Look what just happened in Kentucky. They deployed what, 20, 30 million dollars to get some guy that you've never heard of, who has.
By the way, there were 47,000 outstanding votes that never existed in any election for decades before this in this location. There's 47,000 extra voters in this location from apart from every year before this. Let that sink in. They cheated. So, it's not an election. It's a selection. They cheated clearly. And they don't even have to do it that way, which is remarkable. But they technically can have anybody in there and start working them via intelligence, and they can bribe them and get blackmail on them. They can get blackmailed. Intelligence can go out there right now and get blackmail on anyone. If not, they'll make it up. And that's how they'll control the politicians. So that's it. They don't even have to have a prerequisite on you. Like I said, they do. If you're a politician, it's because they got a video of you raping a kid already. I mean, come on.
There's no policy plank to stand on, who would not debate Thomas Massey in an open and public forum, who could only speak and utter the talking points and bow down and lick the boots and kiss the ass of Trump, and even go so far as to say, we need to reinstitute the draft. We need.
When I say that, I don't mean any politician. I mean the politicians that get it to the top. they're the ones, because there's a lot of politicians out there. They're just regular people. But the ones that actually get the power positions, these fuckers got prerequisite time.
A fresh supply of blood to put on the battlefield for who? For Israel. Who was it that was funding this guy? Miriam Adelson, AIPAC, Israel. Yep. And even if Massey had won, the system is still rigged. It's still controlled. Because
what's he gonna do? He ain't gonna be able to do shit for you. He's just one dude. It's like we were just telling you about voting for a president. How is voting for a president going to fix anything in the world? They don't fucking run the money. They don't have any control over anything other than some people that make the laws for you and tell you. And then if you don't obey them, they'll send their psychopathic pedophile cops, order followers, to kidnap you.
The entire system is corrupt because the entire swamp thing is filled with swamp creatures. I mean, vile, evil, virulent, pedo swamp creatures.
Yeah, the ones that get on your back and get a ride, and the scorpion on the frog and go there. Remember, that's Trump's favorite story. Trump's favorite story is the scorpion that asks for a ride to across the stream on a frog's back, promising he won't sting the frog, because if he did, then they would both drown. And the frog's like, all right, well, that kind of makes sense. So, you know, he stings them halfway through and they both die. And what do you expect? I'm just doing my nature. And that's what Trump said. He's the scorpion. Trump is telling you he's the scorpion.
Because people have blackmails on blackmails on blackmails, and the web is so intertwined and complicated and convoluted, because it's such a massive creature of evil, breathing fire against the rest of us who want that fire put out. One politician is not going to put out that fire. One politician with the cross and holy water.
It's going to take a mindset. It's going to take an entire mindset of the population. It's going to take the population to change their mindset. That's how things get fixed. It's a change of mind. We have to all change our mind for the better.
Is not going to vanquish the vampire. Reason number one is because the vampires control the guy who's going to sit in that seat. And even if they didn't, he would still be controlled because there's nothing he could do against their will. Do you remember what Alan Greenspan said when he was asked what should the relationship be between a president of the United States and a central banking chairman? He said the relationships, frankly, don't matter. Whether it comes from the legislative branch, the judicial branch, or the executive branch.
Start an independent private system that rule and dictate over you. We run your money, dumb fuck.
The Federal Reserve sets the policies, and we beat the drum, and you guys dance to the tune. You're not in the driver's seat. We're in the driver's seat. You're in the back seat. You're supposed to be waving to the audience like a good little puppet so that the people can believe you're the one who's in control when we're the ones who are pulling the levers and pushing the buttons of the entire economy and all the economies that depend on the Federal Reserve note, the fiat currency Ponzi scheme set up back in the 1970s, which is completely detached from sound money, articulated in the Constitution to be gold and silver. So if the powers that shouldn't be own the machine and the gears of the machine and the warehouse and the land.
Literally, this group of people, the Federal Reserve, they own the money printer. They own the money printer.
And the area over the land, and they control the money, the issuance and value of that currency. They own the entire shooting match. But what's important for them to continue their scam and their scheme.
They keep printing money like crazy. It's going to devalue the shit of your buying power of the money in your pocket.
Is that you participate in the demoralization and the voting ritual known as elections. That way, when they go to
voting is a shame ritual, a shaming ritual. What do you call it?
War, it is with your consent. Oh, wait a second. I didn't consent to war. I voted for that man. Yeah, but what did that man end up doing? He ended up taking you to war. So you voted for war. Wait a minute. I didn't vote for the devaluation of the dollar, but you know, historically, every single president devalues the dollar because they are controlled by the Federal Reserve, and the Federal
So if you voted, you did that.
Reserve floods the system with all of this fiat currency, which makes the units that you spent your time and labor to earn value less. And it happens with every president. And we have a history of presidents that happens under.
Because every president, when they come in, has to pay the government. The government has to get paid. And in order for the government to get paid every term, every time, they have to create more debt, which dilutes the value of the buying power of your money every single time. So every president that comes in, no matter what, your value of the dollar is going down. It's inevitable that it goes to zero, dumb fucks. And at what point do you realize it? You starting to realize it yet, dummies?
And there's never been an exception. So every time you vote for the devaluation of the dollar, the increase of the national debt. You vote for wars. You vote for the beefing up of the military and industrial complex and the defense contractors and the prison industrial complex. You, with your vote, support the corrupt and evil system. And you even say, I voted for the lesser of two evils. I didn't have a choice. Yes, you do have a choice. Stop voting.
You have a choice. Your choice is to stop voting for evil.
For evil. Stop participating in the system. Stop giving them what they want, which is you to be demoralized and dehumanized to the point where you're going to vote for evil. And then you're going to come back around because the owners of the big top will introduce more clowns in the next 4 years, humiliating you even more. You are literally the Charlie Brown thinking that his foot is going to make contact with that football this time. Things will be different this time. This is our guy. He's going to save us and he's going to change the entire political system this time. Well, there is no this time. So don't let your consent happen next time. If you disagree with anything that
Check out
I have said here, if I'm off base about
check out High Impact Vlogs, The Disturbing Illusion, and here's the deal. And here's the deal. You could check out those. Man, I hate these. I hate YouTube. YouTube literally is censoring my fucking chat. It's censoring my fucking people in chat from being able to comment what they want. It's literally it's bullshit, dude. This place is bullshit, man. Holy fuck. I'll tell you what, you know where YouTube can't delete a chat is on the Meltology branch right here. When y'all come out here, they can't do that. Man, I wish we could all meet up, man. It'd be cool as shit. But we're all broke. I'm broke, so. Of course, I shouldn't speak for y'all, but if you weren't broke, you must be broke, because if you weren't, you'd be donating to me. So you must be broke. That's my rationale. You have to be. Or otherwise, you'd be donating and supporting me. At least I'd be able to smoke some goddamn weed. know who this guy is, but I saw the video here.
In the history of the United States, he cheated. Trump went the most corrupt president in the history of the United States. He cheated. Trump went big on tech stocks in first quarter, $750 million.
Oh yeah, I want to show this guy right here talking. Where is he?
Was just every time you are at a table, I would go to.
I want to play this clip. This was actually from our
Yeah, check out what this guy says here. In this
on the ground, no Kings coverage in New York City a couple months ago. This was somebody who had dealings with Donald Trump. And I think what he said to our reporter kind of says it all in terms of the corruption you're seeing right now. Let's take a listen.
Before he played an asshole on TV, I would go to Atlantic City, and when you play poker at a table, his name came up all the time, and he was just every time you are at a table, somebody would at least know somebody who he cheated because outright. You know, he was notorious for not paying workers. He would hire them. Then claim that they didn't like what they did, and you know, undercut them. Say you're not getting half of what you were signed on for. Everybody knew this, so he was a weasel long before he ever gotten.
So Trump had a corrupt criminal behavior pattern already, and he was well known for hiring people to do a job and not paying them. He would come up with some excuse to undercut them and pay him maybe half. He would always come up with some bullshit. Again, this is a pattern of criminal, pedophilic style behavior.
Even
scumbag behavior, ripping people off. He has a reputation. And he's well known for ripping people off, for not paying them for jobs they did. That is some criminal pedophile shit.
Before he got his TV show, he was just a scumbag.
Just a scumbag. And now, I mean, the polls show it, but now even MAGA is turning on him. Listen to this Trump voter on C-SPAN call him a con man and apologize for ever supporting him.
It's hard for me to say this, but I think if I can open up about it in public, that it might help others. I wanted to believe Trump was the real deal for a long time, even though I had doubts because I knew enough about his business history to think otherwise. But now I regret my support for him, and I should have known better. He's making it plain as.
Should have known better, dude. He's got a reputation for hiring people to do work, and he doesn't pay them, man. He's a scumbag. And you thought he was going to be a good president?
This day, he's a con man, a liar.
He's got a reputation of being a con man, a liar, a pedophile.
Doesn't keep his promises.
A raper.
He's in office all for himself, and he doesn't even try to hide his corruption anymore. So unless you get all your information from what I call the right-wing propaganda for profit, disinformation, media, industrial complex, he's the worst president we've ever had, and he's the most corrupt president we've ever had. I know it's hard. It took me a while to be able.
Hands down, the worst president that's ever existed. Hands down. This guy literally takes the fucking cake in every scumbag category. You can't make it up.
Well, to say that, very difficult when you commit yourself to believing in somebody.
Thomas, if you don't mind me interjecting, did you vote for Trump all three times in 2016, 2020, 2024?
I'm sorry, I missed that. Say that again, please.
Did you vote for President Trump?
That's the point he's making, dumb fuck. Of course, he just said he believed in him, you shit stain. How are these people this? How do you have a job?
All 3 times that he's run.
Yes, I wanted to vote. I considered a third party.
The 3-time MAGA voter went even further, comparing Trump to Hitler. Take a listen.
I don't think it's one thing. It's been a cumulative process. And it's gotten so blatant now, and he's just literally the things he's going to lower prices on day one. He was going to do this on day one. Only he could fix all this stuff. And now I understand how somebody like Adolf Hitler was able to brainwash millions of people. I never thought I'd see that again in my lifetime, but it's happened, right?
I want to read this to you because I think it kind of says it all here. Let me get to it. This is from Ben Norton, journalist, and he kind of crystallized this corruption, I think, in a good way. Corruption is nothing new in U.S. politics, but the billionaire Trump has taken it to a whole new extreme level. Trump was forced to disclose 3,700 financial transactions conducted in 3 months from January through March. The value of his trades were between $220 million and $750 million, up to $750 million in 1 quarter. The sitting U.S. president is using insider information to speculate in the stock market in trades worth hundreds of millions of dollars every quarter. If you don't think the government policies Trump implements are influenced by his financial interests, you are extremely naive. This is as corrupt as it gets. As corrupt as it gets. And mind you, the backdrop, he was doing all this as he waged an illegal war.
Trump literally has his fucking son Barron in the background day trading as he fucking goddamn gives speeches and shit.
Or on Iran. As your gas prices have gone up, which he says he's not concerned about Americans' finances, grocery prices are through the roof, childcare, healthcare, electricity, because of his data centers that he is showering big tech with. I mean, where does it end? This is the male version of Maria Antoinette on steroids.
God damn.
And still, he has a large cult.
And still, somehow, no matter what you do, which is, I guess, why you call it a cult, there's this part of the cult that never leaves the cult, man. Like, they never wake up and leave the cult.
Hooked, drinking his Kool-Aid while he steals from them, while he hoodwinks them, while he makes things harder on them. The Democratic Party should be crushed.
It makes no sense. It's like they have Stockholm Syndrome. These cult members of Trump's cult members have Stockholm Syndrome. Something's wrong with them. Are they even real? Are these NPCs or what?
Crushing the Republican Party with this corrupt buffoon at the helm, with Mike Johnson, his sycophant who holds his jockstrap.
Yeah.
Never at all criticizing him as prices are through the roof, but they're only kind of slightly ahead in a lot of the polls for Congress. If you had a real opposition party to this corruption, if you had an opposition party which wasn't also committing insider trading, of course, at a lower level, because the Democrats are not the president, but plenty of Democrats
Don't have as much inside information.
Democrat senators, congressmen are also
Sloppy seconds.
buying stocks on insider information. Plenty of Democrats in Congress and across the board somehow got rich at jobs that pay them a modest 6-figure salary. So you don't actually have a real populist progressive opposition to be the messenger against this corruption. That's part of the problem. That's how Trump got in the first place. But this corruption, it's not only corruption that is enriching him, it's hurting the proletariat. You cannot have just rank con men at the desk.
Trump completely diarrhea shitting in the punch bowl.
Essentially moving numbers for their own benefit and creating policy that hurts you so it could help them. That is very hard to untangle even when he's gone. We will stay on this. Support status quo for as low as
I don't know how anybody is fucking making it, dude. I don't get it. I don't know how anybody's making it in this place, dude. Like, I mean, I don't get it. If you guys can donate, that would be great. Appreciate that. Throw me a dono. I don't know how y'all are making it, but there are people out there that are blessed. I mean, shit. At least I'm not homeless. Shit. I remember now I was homeless as fuck. So, I mean, it could be worse, but yeah, any support would be great, man. I need some, no coffee, no sugar. I need to be able to fucking order coffee and sugar right now with Amazon and hope it gets here in 2 days so I don't have too much of a caffeine withdrawals. Or I should say sugar withdrawals. Brown sugar withdrawals. Just kidding. Let's see here. Dude, that fucking retard thing doesn't shut the fuck up. Let's share this one here.
Jeffrey Epstein is still alive. Okay. First of all, he's rich. Rich people like to live longer. Secondly, he's powerful. Powerful people have a body that looks just like them, ready to be swapped if they need to fake their own death. Hashtag Jim Carrey. Reason number 3, everything around his death was very sus. They removed a bunch of inmates a couple days before he killed himself. They also hired new staff, and that new staff told the prison guards not to do the routine checks that night. The cameras happened to go off the exact 10 minutes that he did it. Coincidence. They also tried to hide that. Coincidence. The security guards fell asleep at that exact time. Coincidence. Then Jeffrey Epstein hung himself with his bed sheets. This is a billionaire who's never made his bed a day in his life, suddenly knows how to fold bed sheets in the exact same way to fit around your neck. There are photos, or there were, of the body they found in his cell. If you look at the nose, it's not the same as Jeffrey Epstein's nose. If you nose, you nose. Okay?
It doesn't look anything like him. Plus, he has a prostrate, and Epstein's was taken out. So there you go.
Looks like a different person. Hashtag Jim Carrey. Right after Jeffrey Epstein was unalived, the prison staff constructed a coffin using boxes to put it in a vehicle so that they could send that vehicle to the hospital with no body inside so that the media would follow that vehicle. Meanwhile, they sent the real body off in a mysterious black car to God knows where, which is not a fucking normal thing you do when somebody dies. You're not like, hey, can we Uber black the body? And we have no idea where in Israel they sent it to, but they sent it somewhere. Reason number 4, Fortnite. Jeffrey Epstein loved playing Fortnite. In the Epstein files, you can see his Fortnite email and login. Somebody logged into his Fortnite account in December 2019. Jeffrey Epstein was unalive in August 2019. I'm not sure if you're familiar with how time works, but December comes after August.
And it was in Tel Aviv.
And the login came from a city, I think it was Tel Aviv. I'm not sure what part of the United States that's in, but it should only mean one of two things. It can either mean that Jeffrey Epstein is still alive and playing Fortnite in Tel Aviv, or somebody hacked into his account. Either
Tel Aviv, Israel, that is, in case you don't know what the fuck that is. There's people out there that don't.
makes you f***ing afraid of people in Tel Aviv because they're either sending their spies to corrupt our government or they're hacking into your Fortnite account. I don't think either of those are good. There were videos about this that went viral so much that Fortnite had to come out and make a statement, which makes it even more f***ing suspicious. It's like you've never said a damn thing about anything else and now you're getting into politics. You're like, actually, that's not Jeffrey Epstein who logged in. It's now somebody else's account. It's like, the fuck it is. You don't just take a dead man's...
What are you talking about? Now it's someone else. Like, shut the fuck up. God damn.
Fortnite account. Nobody's like, can my screen name be J Epstein 67? Nobody.
I mean, are you kidding me? Who comes up with this shit?
Who does that?
They think you're so dumb. They gaslight you right to your faces.
I don't know if you're familiar with Fortnite, but it's a game where you basically shoot people.
They literally have no respect for you.
And demolish buildings. So I don't even know why you need to play that in Israel when you can just do that in real life. We don't have all the information on this yet anyways. It'll probably come out in 2 weeks of Fortnite. But reason number 5, he didn't have the personality of someone suicidal. This is a man who had no remorse for any of the evil shit he was doing. And at no point he was ever like, maybe I went too far. Never. This guy had no...
Like, psychopaths don't do that. Like, he's making such good points here.
He had no shame. This guy was possibly Satan himself. He was a very confident man. Jeffrey Epstein went gray very early in his life, but he never used hair coloring product. Not even once. That's a level of confidence most men do not understand and will never reach at any point in their life. I hate to say it, but he's also hanging out with a lot of young people. Still doesn't give a fuck. That shows you how disgustingly confident this man was. Never, ever colored his hair once. This is why I'm saying he never died.
I'm saying he never died because the body they showed doesn't look nothing like him, and he has a prostate, unlike Epstein. It's got cut out. So, yeah. Well, that was a little nice side note of comedy, huh? Netanyahu stuns Trump allies with claim Israel saved America. Without Israel, there would be no United States. Dude, there is no United States thanks to Israel, you dumb shit stain. Wow.
As the Middle East
Israel is nothing but a cancer. You have this absolute mentally ill nut job murderer, a child rapist murderer, Netanyahu, running around the world free, who has an arrest warrant out for him for murdering babies and genocide. And he's just running around the world for free, running around free.
edges deeper into crisis. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has made one of his most
This child murderer is not only running around the world free, he's blabbing his diarrhea shit stain, psychopathic, genocidal mentality, diarrhea shit all over the place. This guy needs to die. Him and Trump need to die. If I see them, they're dead. They're fucking dead. God, I wish I could kill them both fucking at the same time. Two hands, two throats. I wish I could kill them both at once. God, I would fucking pay for that. I'd pay for that one. Oh, you do it for free? Okay. Oh, did you guys hear about? Remember, I showed the dude with the fucking fake mask and the news guy. Again, folks, the news is run by the intelligence agencies / reptilians. Okay, so yeah, they have holes in their wearing. It's crazy. Okay.
I'll give you a little hint. Look at his neck.
In the eyes of the Iranian people, but the world global economy, which they're holding all hostage to, the more everybody comes.
And notice the eyes don't blink, the eyes don't move, they don't turn left or right.
To realize this is all about the IRGC. At the end of the day, we're going to have to need a government in Iran that not only.
I mean, this almost looks like a fucking robot to me.
Hands over the nuclear material, stops threatening.
I hate to say it, but this kind of looks like a robot to me.
In the Straits of Hormuz, but quits exporting the Islamic Revolution throughout the region, causing the collapse of Lebanon, Gaza, Yemen, Syria.
The eyes don't move, man. That's a problem for me. Like a lot of things don't move that should. Like a lot of things, man, aren't working right with this guy, this mask.
Yeah, when I say that most of these people are actors, don't even exist. They're like clones. I'm not joking. Like, what is that? How do you have that hole in your neck? Well, I don't know if they do it on purpose. I think in some ways they might, because they're just kind of like, what are we gonna do to like make people wake up to what we're doing? Never seems to work. Or maybe they just forgot to tuck it into his shirt or something like that. But we did get an extra feed that wasn't shown live. Of the guy in the mask. They are the producers, the directors, the main actors. They tell you, but people think all this stuff's real. None of it's real. Even the Trump stuff just now, today, I'm recording this on Saturday. Came out on Truth Social. We've got a deal. Iran's going to open the strait. Oil starts dropping. Well, minutes later, Iran directly rejects Trump's claim that Hormuz will be opened as part of a largely negotiated agreement. He just posted on Truth Social saying Trump's claim is far from the truth. What a surprise. And that Hormuz will remain under Iranian management with Iran retaining exclusive permanent authority over route, timing, method, and permits per FARS. Iran also confirms the nuclear file has not been discussed and that American officials themselves have told Iran in multiple messages that Trump's tweets are primarily for domestic American propaganda and media consumption and should be disregarded. The largely negotiated deal claim therefore has no basis. That's what I was saying with Max. Like, nothing's really changed the last few weeks. It's the same old propaganda, lies, fake people on the television, fake tweets, bunch of market manipulation, which is all just what we've seen for months or even years now at this point. I still don't know how there's any maggots left. Like, you got to kind of hand it to some of them. It's like when you get into a cult and it becomes clearly obvious, so clearly, that it's a cult and the cult leader was lying to you the whole time, and most of the people leave. You kind of have to like give some props to the people who stay, because what they are is like hardcore cult members that will never, no matter what, ever walk away from the cult. You know, in a way, you kind of have to respect that.
No, you don't. You don't have to respect mental illness. Yeah, no blinking, nothing, man. It's crazy how fake that dude looked. It's crazy, bro. And that's what they see. Again, the news is run by intelligence, and nothing would please them more than to fool the audience into believing that one of their little robots or whatever the fuck was able to the fuck just happened? Was able to fool the audience. They were able to fool the audience. They're so smart. God damn, it's ridiculous, dude. But either way, that dude looks so fake, it's insane. It's ridiculous. Like, not only do you gotta worry about the AI, you gotta worry about these crazy motherfuckers in the CIA with their robots now. With their fucking look at this shit. Why is it doing this? All right. Well, anyway, I'm out of here, you guys. Can you please donate? I appreciate you, love you, and thank you. And yeah, man. This piece of shit. Why does it do that? I don't know. Cocksuckers. Fucking retards. Cocksucking retards, dude. Look at that shit. It doesn't even work. Anyway, love you guys. Appreciate you. Much love. Please like, share, subscribe. Much love. I love you all.